In this short video, I will show you how to create a scatter plot and also calculate a correlation coefficient. The example we're going to use is based on credit scores and interest rates. So your Fair Isaacs Corporation credit score, which is your FICO score, is used to determine your creditworthiness. It is used to help determine whether you qualify for a mortgage or credit, and is even used to determine insurance rates. FICO scores have a range of 300 to 850, with a higher score indicating a better credit history. The data below represents the interest rate in percent a bank would offer on a 36-month auto loan for various FICO scores. Which variable would be the explanatory or predictor variable? So in this situation, the bank is going to use the credit score in order to pick the interest rate. So the credit score is going to be the explanatory or predictor variable, and interest rate will be the response variable. And we want to keep that in mind when we create the scatter plot. So we want to create a scatter plot of the data, and we want to describe the form, direction, strength, and any unusual features that we see. So I've put this data into a StatCrunch spreadsheet, as you see here, and I'm going to go to create the scatter plot, I'm going to go to Graph, Scatter Plot. And again, we want the X variable to be the predictor variable, and we said it's going to be the credit score. And the Y variable is going to be the variable we're predicting, or the interest rate. And then we can just hit Compute. And so we see our scatter plot here. And what do we see? So we have the form is somewhat linear, which is what we look for. It's a negative direction. It's fairly strong. And I don't really see any unusual features there. So now I'm going to go on and calculate the correlation coefficient. And to do that, I go back to Stat, Summary Stats, and correlation is one of the options here. When you do correlation, there is no X or Y. You just do it with the variables. So you just select both variables, and to select the second variable, you do a Control or a Shift click. You put them both into the box here on the right-hand side. And you might want to scroll down and uncheck the Show Choreogram. That's only when you have more than two variables. And then just hit Compute. And so we see our correlation here is negative 0.976, and that matches the scatter plot. If we go back here and pull up the scatter plot again, we can see that it was a negative direction, and we said it was fairly strong, and we do see a fairly strong correlation there, negative correlation of negative 0.976.